Hi, welcome to my live. In this live, I am making Yanky twist crochet hair. Then I will do crochet braids. So follow along and we can chat during the live. The hair that I'm using is known as Nubian twist, but you can also use spring twist hair, and this is how it looks. It is in color number 230. This is the hair I am using to make the Yanky twist crochet hair. So for this, you will need a rope and somewhere to tie so that you can use it to braid to do the Yanky twist. So for me, I will use this dining chair and I'll just tie the rope to the height of my choice. This is a comfortable height for me. So I'll just tie the rope first, then I can start twisting. So let me move this up. Welcome to my live. I am making Yanky twist crochet hair, and the hair that I'm using is known as Nubian twist. This is how it looks. If you'd like to know how to make crochet braids, stick around and subscribe to my channel. So for this tutorial, you need to get really comfortable because you're going to put your back into it, literally. The twisting takes a while and it's a lot, as you can see. So I'm just going to move this aside. I will start by separating the hair. I think the hardest part about making Yanky twist is separating this hair, because the curls are really tight and you just need to be very gentle and careful, otherwise you'll ruin the hair. I like to start from the bottom, then I just work my way to the middle part, and I also do the same thing to the other end. I open the ends first so that when I'm separating, it does not interlock. So yeah, this is how I just do it. If you have any questions, you can ask and we can chat as I do the twisting. You see how it gets interlocked once you start pulling it. Yeah, that's the hardest part about working with this hair. Although it makes really good twists, Yanky twist and spring twist, it also makes a really good afro wig and curly wig. So you just need to be very gentle while handling it, and take your time. There's no need to rush. This is your hairstyle, so it has to look the best, and you can take as long as you need. So when I get to somewhere that is really locked, I just cut it to open it up. The goal is to make sure you maintain the curly texture, and as you pull it, it is very easy to straighten it out. So just maintain the curly texture. So you see, like this part, I just cut them out. Then I pull. Where I see that is interlocked, I just cut it out so that I don't over pull it to the extent that it becomes straight. To the people who have just joined, welcome to my live. I am making Yanky twist crochet hair, and I'm using this type of hair. It's known as Nubian twist. Some people know it as spring twist hair, and it is in color number 230. To twist the hair, you need thread and a stable part. For me, I am using this dining chair. This is where I'll be doing the twisting. And I just started by separating. So anywhere that interlocks, I just cut it so that I don't stretch out the hair. We can chat also, and you can tell me where you're from. I am in Nairobi, Kenya, and it's currently 7:12 a.m. Just let me know where you're watching me from. What's the time? What's the weather? Do you do your own hair? Do you prefer crochet braids or braids? Let me know in the chat and we can chat. So from one strand, I get about 4 to 5, and it depends with the size you want. If you want really tiny, you can go up to 6 pieces from one strand. If you want just medium length, you can do 4. But this is the size I'm going for. That just looks like Yanky twist, the one I've been seeing trending on TikTok and Instagram. Let me put it closer so that you can see. So this is the size I'm going for. It's 10:12 in USA, Jamaica 11:13 p.m. Okay, 11:13 p.m. Is it the 26th or 25th in Jamaica? Or you've been trying to make longer Yanky twist? You will need longer hair than this, because I know there's a longer one than this. When I went to buy this, there was a shorter one and there's a longer one. This is the size I went for. I think this is about 14 inches, but when you stretch it, it's longer. Though once you twist it, it springs back. It's like a spring, so it won't be longer. The only way you can get longer Yankee twist is if you get the longer spring twist hair. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Queen. Nice to meet you, Lady Lila 20 from USA. It's 12:14 a.m. I'm guessing it's the 28th. You've just gotten into 28th of September. Okay. Yeah, so I will start twisting, and yeah, we can continue chatting as I twist. So one thing I noticed about using spring twist hair is the difference in twisting. When you twist to the right and when you twist to the left, it looks quite different. So I'm going to do two, and then you can see what I'm talking about. Will pre-flush. Yes, passion twist can also work, though it will, okay, passion twist, it will work and it will actually be longer because it does not spring that much as spring twist. So first I'm going to twist to the right, which will not look like, so first I will twist to the right, then I will twist to the left, and I will show you the difference of what I'm talking about. Anywhere that looks like it's interlocked, you just cut it so that it does not stretch out the hair. We want to maintain the curly texture as much as possible. So this is twisting to the right. You see how it springs, which means it will just be shorter. So unless you get a longer one, a longer spring twist, so that when it springs to the original length. Now I will twist to the left. I'm also just twisting loosely, not tight, like the normal twists, because this is SpringTwist hair and I want it to spiral, so that's why I'm not twisting it tightly. I want it to give that S-shaped look. So this is to the left, and let me just turn the camera so you can see the difference between twisting to the left and twisting to the right. You see, this is to the right and this is to the left. Let me know in the chat which one you prefer. I prefer the right because it is giving that S curly shape, which is like Yankee twist, and the left is just, it's just like normal twists, although it kind of spirals a bit. See, if you can tell the difference, also give me a like to know that you see the difference, or I do another one with a bigger size. So this is twisting to the right. See how it looks. And this is twisting to the left. So for me, I will just do to the right because I like how it looks. And the left, not so much. Can you tell the difference? Let me know in the chat. So I'm just going to add the hair that I had separated when I started, so that I can just twist them all at once without them falling down and getting ruined. So I'll just place them on the yarn and I'll just start twisting. This is the size I'm going for before twisting. And this is the size after twisting. So I'll be twisting to the right. Also, with twisting to the right is much easier and faster compared to twisting to the left, or it's because I'm used to twisting to the right. That's why it's faster for me, but I prefer twisting to the right than twisting to the left. Here's a tip. I like to use leave-in conditioner for the ends. So when I get to the ends, the bottom, I just apply the leave-in and curl it so that it does not unravel or get matted. It also helps to reduce the freezing. Also, if you notice your hair is starting to stretch out, or while you are separating you overstretched it to the point it is starting to look straight, just apply leave-in and it will curl right back. See, the curls will be back, so just use leave-in. I'm twisting loosely so that once I let it go, it can spring and form that S-shape curl. For those who just joined, I am making Yanky twists for crochet braids, and I'm using SpringTwist hair. Some people call it Nubian twist hair. This is the hair I'm using, and it's in color number 230. And to get the Yanky twist, I'm twisting loosely to the right. If you twist to the left, it will look different. So you just need to do both and see which one you like most. I started by doing both and I decided on twisting to the right. If you've just joined and you'd like to see me separating the hair, do let me know in the chat. I had done it in the beginning, but I can do it again for the people who just joined. So just let me know in the chat if there's something you've missed and you'd like to see. So this is the ace shape that I was talking about. See how it springs? If you twist to the right, this is how it looks. You can adjust your size if you feel this is too thin. You can do thick like this one. Though if you do very thick, it will end up being a spring twist, not Yanky twist, like this one. See, there's a difference. And what I've noticed about Yanky twists is they're really small and thin, and this is more or less a spring twist. So yes, you just need to decide on the size you want and you will see different outcomes. If you do thick, it will look like spring twist. If you do thin, this is what you'll get. Christine. Yes, I can show you, Christine. Just a minute. So this is how the hair looks. It is a spring twist. It looks like spring twist. Some people refer it to as Nubian twist. And to separate it, I always start by opening the ends. And I work my way all the way to the middle. So anywhere that is interlocked like that, I just cut it. Because if I over pull it, it's going to be straight and you lose its curls. So I just open it till I get to the middle, and now I turn and do the same to the other end. It might take a while, so don't worry. It's better you take long and get it right than rush and ruin the hair. So once I get to the middle and both ends are open, I can easily now just separate it. And anywhere that feels stuck, I just cut it. See, like this is about to get stuck. I'll just get back to the bottom and try to open it. If it is really stuck, I just cut it. So always make sure the ends are loose, such that when you start separating, it just opens up, does not get stuck. Then I just place it on the thread, and this part is where I'll be. This part on the thread is where I create the hook, which I'll use to crochet the hair. Is it a hook or a loop? I hope I'm not confusing the two. Yeah, it's a hook. So this is how I'll create the hook, by putting it on the thread. Yarn. So I do another. So from one strand of SpringTwist, I'll separate it into about 4 or 5. Depending on the size you want, you can also do 6. But if you do more than 4, I've noticed it overstretches and ends up being straight. It loses its curls. So the more you stretch it, the higher the possibility of it getting stuck, and you might just end up ruining the hair. So me, I prefer separating it into 4 pieces. So one of these gives me 4. If you decide to do 2 from 1, if you decide to separate it into 2 and just use it 2, I think you'll be making SpringTwist, because it will be thicker and bigger. If you've understood the separation, please give me a like, and if you'd like me to do again, let me know in the chat. For those who have just joined, if you'd like to see me separate the hair again, let me know in the chat. If you have a question, also let me know in the chat. If there's something that I've not explained well, let me know in the chat. So once I have separated, I just place it on the yarn. These are actually two that I've combined, and I'm using my dining chair to do the twisting, to hold the yarn and do the twisting. And to make the Yanky twist, I twist to the right, loosely. First, you just make sure that the strands are both of the same length. Not that one side is longer than the other, but both are of the same length. Then you just twist. Loosely, because I want that S-shape curl to form. And this is spring twist here. It will just spring once I let it go. If you do tight, you will end up with the normal twist type. And it won't spring as much. If you'd like to see me twist a bigger size, let me know so that you can see the difference. Let me know in the chat. I twist a bigger size and you can see the difference between doing smaller pieces of hair and bigger pieces of hair. Also, if you'd like to see me twist tightly like the normal twist, let me know. And if you're finding this live helpful, give me a like. You can also share with someone who might find it helpful and would like to learn about Yanky twist. So you see these parts, they look overstretched. I will just cut, because even if I twist them, it will end up freezing and it won't look neat, just look off. So I prefer to cut, and I finish up the twisting with a clean strand. And at the ends, see the ends, I usually use this leave-in conditioner. This is not what I usually use on my hair. I prefer using this on wigs and braiding hair. It's Mega Growth leave-in. This is what I use to curl the ends and to give it a clean finish. It will also help to reduce the freezing of the hair. So when I let it go, you see how it springs? Because I've twisted loosely. So it springs back to the original length of the hair, maybe even shorter. And if you prefer it to be longer, you will need to buy a longer spring twist hair. Here is another tip. If you see your hair, if you notice your hair has overstretched and it's sort of losing the curl, you can still use the leave-in conditioner to bring back the curls, and you just apply. And it will get back to how it was. It doesn't have to be human hair. This is actually synthetic hair, and you can see the difference of when I apply the leave-in. See how it springs back, and it looks curlier than before, just by applying leave-in conditioner. You can also decide to just do crochet braids like this without twisting it. You can decide to do crochet braids like this, and it will give you that curly afro look if you decide to do it like this. If you decide to do it like this also as a crochet braid, just know it might get tangled, so you need to be very careful, and you need to know how to maintain it. And to maintain it is very easy. Just use this leave-in conditioner. Add a little bit to water and spray it. If you decide to use this as the crochet braid, you can mix the leave-in conditioner with water and spray it about twice a week or thrice a week. And when you spray, you just finger curl it with your hands, and any part that has interlocked or matted, you just cut it. I will probably do a longer video and share on my channel with that, or I can do another live to show you the different crochet braids you can achieve with this hair. You can do it like this, you can do it like this, you can also create Yanky twists, and you can also do bigger twists, which will be spring twists. So I'll just keep on twisting to the right. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat and I'll get back to you. If you've just joined and there's a part you'd like for me to do again, let me know in the chat. Naomi, thank you for joining the live. I'm glad you're learning something. You can also subscribe to my channel. I have other tutorials there. So I'm just twisting loosely until I get to the bottom, and anywhere that I notice is interlocked or knotted, I just cut it out, because honestly there's no way to fix that other than just cutting it. Feel free to ask questions. If there's anything you need me to repeat, let me know in the chat. I'm happy to repeat. If there's anything you've not seen, you'd like me to do it again. If you've just joined, let me know in the chat. You can also let me know where you're watching me from and what time and at what time it is right now. I am in Nairobi, Kenya, and now is 9:49. Oh, I was glitching. Sorry. It's 7:50 a.m. in Nairobi, Kenya, and I think it's going to be sunny today. So just let me know where you are and it's what time. My brain was glitching for a second there. If there's something you'd like to see me do on live, also let me know. I will be doing more lives, probably every day at around this time or earlier, depending on my schedule. But I would like to do more lives. And yeah, so you see the hair that had leave-in conditioner, how it looks neater, there's no frizz, and it curls more, it springs more. I prefer you crochet like this as twisted because it's easier to maintain compared to when it's in an afro state or curly state like this. So once you twist it, you won't have a lot of work to maintain it. But if you crochet like this, you will need to be gentle and you need to know how to maintain it. Otherwise, it won't last long. If you want something to last more than 3 weeks, I highly recommend you twist. If you'd like me to adjust the camera, also let me know. I hope everything is visible and it's easily understandable. If there's something you're not understanding, please let me know in the chat and I'm happy to explain again. I am twisting to the right loosely. So when I get to the bottom, if it has really stretched out, I cut it. If it's still curly, I just use the leave-in to maintain the curl and to reduce the freezing. And I do it like this. See how it springs? So this will give it a more neat look, and it will also reduce any form of matting, because once they get together like this, they can easily get matted and knotted. So the leave-in conditioner will help to reduce that. And here it's how it looks with the leave-in. See how it looks with the leave-in conditioner? It's even curlier, back to its original state, and even when you pull it, it just springs back. Okay, so this is the hair I'm using, Alexis. It's known as SpringTwist hair. Some people like to refer to it as Nubian twist. And this is one packet. It's actually a lot, and I think 2 packets will be enough if you do the twisting. If you do it as crochet like this, if you do it open and you're going for like an afro curly look, I think 2.5 packets will be enough. So would you like to see me separate it? Let me know in the chat. I'm happy to do it again. So this is what I've been twisting for the past, I think, 1 hour now, 52 minutes since I started the live, and this is how it looks. I'm going for really thin pieces of hair. Yeah, and you can tell the difference from thick and thin. See how it looks when it's thin, and this is how it looks when it's thick. So it's up to you to decide which size you want. I'm going for this size now because I think it looks neater and curlier, more curly. I don't know if there's a word like curlier. I think it's more curly. So let me know in the chat which size you prefer, bigger or smaller or thinner. Can I see you separate the hair? Yes, I'm doing it just now. Yes, Mojo, you can watch the tutorial here, and you can get this hair Mojo and make your own. It's very easy to make. You can just follow on the live and see how I make it. I think if you buy this bundle, it's cheaper, and make your own. Okay, so now I'm just going to separate the hair for the people who have just joined. I'm using an office chair, hence the squeaking noise. I apologize for that. So I'm just going to pick one. There's one bundle that I had already opened. This. It comes a lot in one bundle. And it's in color number 230. 230 or 130? I think it's 1 or 2. I just know it's 1/130 or 2/130. So now let's separate the hair. I'm going to give you another option on how to separate it, but let me first do it how I did when I began the live. So I start by opening up the ends, because this is where it gets stuck and knotted. So once you open the ends, you just work your way to the middle part of the braid. See, it's very easy if you start from the ends. I'm definitely going to save this live as a public video, so for anyone who would like to come back and watch it, subscribe to my channel and it will be easier to find the video once you subscribe. So once you get to the middle, you notice that it's locked, so turn it and open up the other end too. It might take a while, but it's better than rushing it and ending up with ruined hair. So you can set a day to just create the crochet braids, then you do the braiding the next day. You can also do this as you watch your favorite show, or if you have like a series you need to catch up on, you can do this so that you don't feel like you're wasting time, or you don't feel like it's time consuming. So you can, the time you want to watch a series, you can decide to make the braids, or when you want to listen to your favorite podcast or music. Unfortunately, I can't play any music because I'm scared of copyright strikes. So for this live, it will just be me talking or being quiet. You can let me know what's your favorite show that you're currently watching, what series you're liking, you're loving on Netflix. So once you've opened the ends and you've reached the middle, you can see the way now it's easier to just separate. If you've understood the separation part, let me know in the chat, give me a like. If you've not understood, let me know, I will just do it again. So once you've made it looser, you can now open it up. And anywhere that feels stuck, just cut it. Do not overstretch it, as it will turn straight. It will lose the curl texture. I'm using a dining chair as my twisting board for this tutorial. See, like this bottom part, it looks tangled. You can decide to open it up, but if it's too tangled, just cut. So from one of these, I get about 4 pieces of hair. You can do more, but I do not recommend, because the more you separate, the looser the curls get, and they might actually end up being straight. You see the way I'm pulling like this, there's a chance it gets straight and loses its curl texture. So anywhere that is tangled, I just cut it. If it was tangled in the middle part, I will just try to untangle it because now I can't cut the middle part unless it's a way I can cut without shortening the hair. If you're learning something also, you can let me know in the chat. If there's something you've not understood, let me know in the chat. So after separating, I place it on this yarn that I've tied on my dining chair, and this is so as to create the hook for the crochet. See? This is so as to create the hook. So in the beginning of the live, I was giving people option, and the other option, you can do the twist, or you can crochet it just like this, and it will look like a curly afro. If you know how to maintain it, well and good, it will look really nice. I've made an afro wig with it, and it's on my channel. You can decide to do that, or you can also decide to activate its curl texture or to revert it back to its original state by using this Mega Growth leave-in conditioner. Just apply on the hair, and it will reduce the frizz. It will also make it more curly. You can also just use your fingers. Let's do the ends too. And then you will see the difference. So if you notice you've overstretched the hair, use this leave-in conditioner. This is what I use on my wigs, synthetic wigs, and sometimes human hair, and also braiding hair. I don't use this on my natural hair. It does not work well with my natural hair, so I prefer to use it on synthetic hair. And when you've overstretched your curly hair, you can use it to bring back the curls. You can also use it to maintain the hair. If you decide to crochet it like this as a curly afro, mix this with water and spray it on the hair about twice in a week, and it will last longer. It also smells nice, so it's a good option. So let me just bring you close, you see how it looks once I've used the leave-in. I hope it's visible. You can let me know in the chat if you'd like me to change the camera angle, but this is how it looks once you put on the leave-in. And you can just crochet it like this. You can choose to crochet it like this, and it's also a nice, beautiful style. It will actually look good, and it mimics curly hair. See how it looks with the leave-in conditioner, and it will last long without getting tangled and matted, and also the freezing will be minimal. It won't be so much. For this time, I'm just doing the twist because I've already done this before with the wigs. Yeah. So once I've separated the hair, I've placed it on the thread yarn. Let me just place it again in case I wasn't clear on that part. To place it, I just do this to create the hook for the crochet braid. Then, now to make the Yankee twist, I twist to the right loosely. If you twist tightly, you will end up with the normal twist type. Okay, so I'll just twist it loosely till I get to the end, and I'm twisting to the right. If you twist to the left, it will look different. So you can do both and decide which one you prefer. Do you prefer right or left? If there's something you'd like me to repeat, let me know in the chat. Alexis, you're welcome. Thank you for keeping me company in this live. So I'll just twist to the end, then I'll show you how it looks. So when I get to the end, see this part? You notice how it's already curling? When I let it go, it's just going to spring back. That's the best part about this hair. So this end, I use the leave-in, and I just curl it with my fingers so that it doesn't get tangled with the other pieces of hair, with the other twists. It also doesn't freeze. So this is what I just do to the ends. And when I let it go, that is what happens. This is how it looks up close. Very curly, very neat. See? Very easy, you can do it yourself at home. Yeah. So as I said earlier, because this might take a while and you don't want to feel bored, or you just don't want to feel like you're wasting your time, do this when you have a show to catch up on. Instead of watching a show and your hands are just there, you can do this during that time. Also when you want to listen to your favorite podcast, or there's a movie you want to watch at home, Netflix and chill, you can be doing this. Or there's a YouTuber that has posted vlogs and you want to keep up with her or him, you can watch the vlogs as you do this, because so that you don't feel bored or you don't feel like you wasted your time. Also, it's not time wasting because this is about your hair. This is your hairstyle. You're making it for yourself. And when you're done, it actually feels good. When you see how neat it looks and everyone is complimenting you, and then you can proudly say, I did it myself. So yes, it's not time wasting. You're actually doing something valuable, and you're also saving money in this economy. So yes, that is something you should consider. So these parts that feel like they are knotted and you say, I just cut them. There's no need to keep stressing about something you can't fix. Just cut it out. For those who have joined, if there's somewhere you want me to repeat, if there's something you've not understood, if you have questions, let me know in the chat. If you're learning something, give me a like. You can also subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. You can also let us know where you're watching from. I am in Nairobi, Kenya. I started the live at 7 a.m. and it's currently 8:16 a.m. So I just twist to the right loosely. Another tip is to have a trash can close by, because there will be a lot of cutting involved. So you can just cut as you throw in the trash can, and you'll have less cleanup work later or once you're done. So just have a trash can nearby. Alexis, nice to meet you from Virginia, United States. It's 1:20 a.m. Here it's 8:20 a.m. Thank you for keeping me company on this live. If you have questions, you can ask. If there's something you'd like me to repeat, let me know. Just going to tighten this yarn. It's becoming loose, so it needs to be tight so that you work more efficiently without it falling all the time. So most households are currently waking up, and you might hear a few noises. When I started the live, not so many people were awake. Some were leaving for work, some were leaving for school. Those who stay at home are currently waking up. So, and I have a lot of neighboring houses. You might hear dogs or a chicken, a few birds. Yes, so I hope you don't mind. So I don't think I'll be able to open this now, and I don't want to cut it. So I'll just try to tighten it another way so that I don't waste time on it. I think it's now okay. So I had mentioned earlier that I will show you another way to separate the hair, and I kind of forgot. I'm going to show you just now before I log out. So another way to separate the hair is you can pull it. See the way you pull it, and it just unravels. It looks looser. The curls become looser. Here's another way you can open it up. This is actually faster compared to the one I prefer. See? And you're done. Now you can separate it. Let me do another one. Just pull it. Yes, like that. See? It looks looser. And now because the ends are open, you can easily pull it. without it getting stuck. I actually think this is the fastest way to do it. Let me know in the chat which one you prefer, the one I showed you first or this one. Then you can just use your fingers to separate the ends. Like that. And now you can just separate it. Very easy. That. Thank you, Arthur Santos. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. My mind is kind of glitching. I've not had coffee today, so forgive me, please. Yeah. So which method of separation do you prefer? The first one that I showed you or the second one? I think this is the easiest, and I should have just showed you this at the beginning of the live. Right? And you're done. For those who are just joining, you can ask questions for the parts you've missed and you'd like me to do again. Yeah. After separating, this looks thicker. Let me reduce it. Just place it on the yarn to create a hook for crochet. If you're learning something, give us a like. You can also share this with someone who would like to know. We are making Yanky twist for crochet braids, and I'm giving you tips on how to do it without ruining the hair. You see the way there's a lot of cutting, you definitely need a trash can nearby so that you don't have a lot of sweeping after and a lot of hair to pick up later once you're done. Just going to reduce this, it looks thicker. I'm just going to separate it once more for the people who just joined. I'm using SpringTwist here. This is how it looks. And to separate it, you can just pull it. And once it springs back, it becomes looser. Just pull it, both sides, sorry. Just pull until it is easier to separate, especially the ends. You can also use your fingers to open up the ends, because that is where it gets stuck a lot and tangled and really knotted. Yeah. just like that. And now you can easily separate. Once the ends are open and you can see it does not have tangles, you can easily separate it. See? Just comes out easily. And anywhere that is stuck, just cut it. I usually do this when I'm watching a show, and especially shows that have a lot of seasons and episodes. I prefer to do this when I'm watching, so that I just I don't get bored, and also I get to catch up on my favorite show without feeling like I'm wasting time. So once you're done separating, we place them on the yarn to create hook. Then we twist. So now I'm going to twist. The ones I've separated, I'm just going to place them on the side carefully, without I also showed a tip. If you want the curls to be, if you want the hair to be more curly, you can use this. And what you do is just take a little bit and apply it on the hair. And this is what happens once you apply the leave-in. Just going to apply the ends. So this is what happens when you apply the leave-in conditioner. And you can also use your fingers to curl it. The hair will be more curlier. And you can decide to just crochet it like this, or you can decide to do twists, which will last longer because it won't get tangled. So if you know how to maintain this, you can just do the crochet braid like this. If you want it to last longer and you're not sure about the maintenance, you can now twist, and that's what we are doing in this live. We are making Yanky twist. Okay, so if you decide to crochet it like this or like this as a afro curly look, I recommend you get this Mega Growth leave-in conditioner, mix it with water, and then you can spray it on this. It will help to maintain the hair, and it will keep it curly for long. It will also reduce tangling and freezing. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat. So now I'll just twist. I'll do a couple twisting, and for anyone who joins and would like me to clarify something, just let me know in the chat. Also, do give this live a like if you're learning something, if you've watched this far. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting with me in the chats. Give us a like. I think it helps to push this so that more people can also know about this and they can also learn. So let's share the knowledge, like this live, and subscribe to my channel. I have an Afro wig tutorial that I used a similar hair with this. You can go check it out after this live. And yeah, I'll also be doing more lives. and I think the only way you will find out about more of my lives is by subscribing and sharing. Thank you so much for liking and sharing. Okay, so now I'll just do more twisting. I think I'm talking too much. Sorry about that. God bless you too. Thank you so much. Yeah. So when you're twisting, just confirm that it's leveled. Both sides are the same length. Note that one is longer and one is shorter, so that once you're done twisting to the end, it's the same length. So just confirm, and then you can start twisting. And the reason why we are using the yarn is to create a hook for crochet braids. Okay. If you'd like to see me do something else on live, let me know, and I will be doing more lines. So let's just twist. I'm twisting loosely to the right. If you twist to the left, it will be different. So you can do both and decide which one you like more. I did both at the beginning, and I decided I prefer the right, twisting to the right. If you twist tightly, you'll be making the normal twist. That's why I'm twisting loosely, so that I can have a spiral and an S-shaped curl once I let it go. If there's something that is not visible, also you can let me know in the chat. I changed the camera angle. When I get to the end, see this part, what I do is I take the leave-in, mega cloth leave-in, and I just apply a little bit, and curl with my fingers. My finger, this is my index finger. I just curl it like that, and it will have a neat, nice finish. It will also prevent it from getting knotted and tangled. See? So just move you closer, you see? See how it looks once you apply the leave-in. It looks way neater, and also it's curlier. See? So once I let it go, that is what happens. We get that loose curl, loose S shape, spiral-like, spring-like. If you had done it tightly, I don't think it would spring. Yeah. So here's what I've done so far. If you've just joined and you'd like me to clarify something, also let me know in the chat. Okay. So I'm just going to do more twisting, until someone asks a question in the chat, or if they want to see something specific. For now, I'll just twist. You can also recommend good series and movies that you've watched recently that I can go watch later as I finish up the rest. So just recommend in the chat and I will go check them out. Any questions? Let me know in the chat. Any movie recommendations? Let me know in the chat. If there's something you'd like me to repeat, let me know in the chat. So when we get to the ends, we just apply leave-in and curl it. If the part does not look like it will curl, just cut it out because it's going to end up getting matted and knotted. For those who have just joined, we are making Yanky twist, and I'm using SpringTwist hair. If you'd like me to show you how to separate it, let me know. I will do it again for those who have just joined. In the meantime, I'm just twisting to the right for the hair that I already separated when I started the live. If you have questions, also let me know in the chat and I would gladly respond to your questions. Subscribe to my channel for more tutorials, and you can also share this live with someone you think they are looking for, or you think they should know about this. So share, and let's learn together. For the ends that just look out of place, I cut them out. And because there's a lot of cutting, I recommend you have a trash can nearby. I only put the leave-in conditioner at the ends because this is synthetic hair. You can't put a lot. It won't do much. So the only thing I do, and I've noticed it works well, is the leave-in conditioner. If I'm using it as this crochet hair, I mix the leave-in conditioner with plain water and spray it on the hair. That's the only thing I apply. How long is the hair? Let me get a tape measure. Just a minute. Let me finish this, then I'll get a tape measure. Alejandra, hola, ¿cómo estás? I did a bit of Spanish in college, so you can just tell me where you are watching from. So you see, like this end, it looks straight. It won't, even if I put the leave-in, it won't do anything. So I just cut it out, and I stay with I leave the part that looks curly and neater. Then I apply the leave-in and use my fingers to curl it. Thank you, Emma. Then when I let it go, you can see it springs, and this is what I've been able to do since we started the live. So let me get the tape measure. So here's the hair. I'm gonna measure it. You see how long it is. When it's folded in half, it's about 8 inches. See? Sorry. It's about 8 inches. And when you pull it, it can go as far as 20 inches. But this is, remember, this is SpringTwist hair. So even if you pull, you will eventually let it go and it will come back to 8 inches. And the ones that I have already twisted, it is, let's say 9 to 10 inches without pulling. Yeah, without pulling, it's 9. It's about 9 to 10 inches. Yeah. For those who have just joined, here's how you separate this type of hair. There are two ways to do it, but I'm just going to show you the easiest way for now. You pull it like this. Just pull it. Pull till it becomes looser. Just pull until it becomes looser and the ends open up. Just pull and pull, and once you see the ends, you can also just use the fingers. Yes, it stretches to almost 20 inches, and once you let it go, it springs back. And yes, it's just like our hair. Actually, my hair shrinks a lot, and when I let it go, it does the same thing. It shrinks and coils a lot, and I have a video on my channel on that. You can have a look. So when you get to this part, you see how it's tangled, it's knotted, and you can't. So don't try to force it. Just take a scissors. Just take a scissors and cut the knotted part. And now it will be easier to separate it. Yes, Patrick, it's probably your hair is long. You just need to take a strand and pull it. At the moment I have braided, so that's why I can't do a test. I wish my hair was open. I would have shown you how it coils and it bounces actually. But there's a video on my channel, there's a short on my channel. You can go and have a look after the live. So once you've loosened it and the ends are open, you can now separate. Okay, you can now separate, and I'm doing 4 pieces per spring twist. So I've already separated a lot, and now I'm just going to twist. In case you have any questions, let me know in the chat. If there's something you'd like me to do, you've not seen, you've just joined, let me know also. So any part that looks off, you just cut it. And because there's a lot of cutting involved, make sure you have a trash can nearby. Okay, so that you do not have a lot of cleanup work to do after. Do give this live a like. Let's push it out to more people so that more people can come and join us and learn together with us. So I just twist to the right. And while you're twisting, make sure it's not getting tangled, it's not getting interlocked in the bottom. So just make sure it's open, the ends are open. The ends are open like this. If you do this, there's a possibility it might get interlocked and you risk ruining the hair. So just make sure it's open And now you can twist. If you have any questions, do let me know before I log out. I intend to log out in the next 30 minutes. I've been live since 7 a.m. I am in Nairobi, Kenya, and it's currently 8:56. We are going to 3 hours into this live, and yeah, if there's something you'd like to see, just let me know. I will do before I log out. Log off or out. I think it's log off. I've not yet had my coffee, so my brain has been glitching since I started this live. Okay. So I just twist to the end. You can also share your own tips in the chat. If you have tips that I've not shared, please share with us. Let us know. Oh, nice to meet you, Mojo. It's 10:56 p.m. I'm guessing it's the 27th. Yes, for me it's 28th September. Sorry, it's 26th for me, so I'm guessing it's 25th for you. As I said earlier, my brain is really glitching. Sorry for that. I'm 2 days ahead. So once I get to the bottom, you see, this is why I said you need to make sure that both sides are leveled. Mine was not leveled from the beginning, and now I have one longer and one shorter. So I'm just going to cut it. Definitely, I'm in another planet. Sorry about that. Or I'm in another timeline, which is 2 days ahead. So when I get to the end, I just do this so that it does not get knotted or tangled. And I do this with leave-in conditioner by Mega Growth. I highly recommend this for synthetic wigs, synthetic braids. Use this and thank me later. Actually, thank me now, because I know you will find it so useful. So yeah, I'm just going to twist some more until I notice a question in the chat. Any questions? Is there something you'd like me to do again? Maybe you've just joined and you'd like me to repeat a part that you have not seen. You can let me know in the chat. You can also share with us any tips you have that I have not shared in this live. You can just share with us so that we learn together. And give us a like so that we can push it out to more people who would also like to know about Yanky twist crochet braids. Thank you so much for keeping me company. If you joined me since 7 a.m., wow, thank you so much for keeping me company. It's just great knowing someone is with you here, and I highly appreciate that. So thank you so much. As I said earlier, you can do this while you are watching your favorite show or a series you'd like to catch up on. You can also do this while you're listening to a podcast so that you don't get bored. And just know that you're doing it for yourself, which is the best part. And when you're walking outside down the street and people say, "Oh, I like your hair," you can proudly say, "I did it myself." Yeah, so that's the best part about doing this. And you can also save money in the process. Depending with where you are, some brands, some stores sell this at high prices. But if you have free time, you can actually do it yourself and save the money. So when I get to the end, I just curl it with leave-in conditioner. And I use my fingers. Yeah. So this will help to reduce frizz and prevent it from knotting. The hair is going to frizz definitely, but with the leave-in conditioner, it reduces. It won't be so much freezing that it looks bad. Okay, so let me just move you close. You see what I've been able to do so far, and you can let me know your thoughts in the chat. What do you think about the twists? Do you prefer thinner, smaller size, or thicker, which will be SpringTwist? Yeah, so this is what I've done so far. Yeah, so I'm just going to do more twisting. If you've just joined and you have a question, let us know. If there's something you'd like me to do again, let me know in the chat. we are making Yanky twist for crochet braids, and I'm using SpringTwist hair in color number 230. So if there's something you've missed and you'd like me to do it, let me know. If there's something you don't understand, let me know and I would gladly explain. Also, thank you so much for keeping me company, and thank you for pushing the live out to more people. Let's share the knowledge. And remember, you don't have to do everything on the same day. You can make the crochet braids, then you can rest. You do it the next, you can do the braiding the next day and the crochet the next day. You don't have to do everything on the same day. You can just start with making the crochet braids. You can also do the twisting on your head. If you decide to start with this, you crochet it like this. Then after a week, you notice it's tangling, it's becoming hard to maintain, just twist it and you have a new hairstyle. Okay, that's another tip. There are no more questions. If you've just joined, do you have a question? Is there something you'd like me to repeat? We are making Yankee twist crochet braids. I think I can log off now and maybe do a TikTok live because I only have one phone. So maybe I can go on TikTok and do an hour there. If I had two phones, I would have done both concurrently. And yeah. But since I still have a lot of twisting to do, I can still do a live on TikTok. My TikTok handle is Grace Odao. I'm Grace Odao on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. I'm not on Facebook. Sorry, I'm not on Facebook. I meant Instagram. So I am Grace Odao on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and YouTube. You can also follow me there. I share tips on hair and wig making tutorials. You can also subscribe to this channel in case you miss my lives. You can also you will always find the live saved, and you can come back and rewatch them. So do follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to this channel. And do give this a like, push it out so that more people can come and learn with us. And it's been nice having company. And this is my second live, and it's been, I think overall it's been nice. I was nervous at the beginning, but I think I'm getting the hang of it, and I will definitely be doing more of this. I highly appreciate if you've watched and kept me company all this time. Even if you've watched for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, I highly appreciate you, because in every hour I have explained everything, and I don't think you've missed anything. But if you'd like me to clarify anything before I log out, just let me know in the chat. Otherwise, this live will be saved as public, and you can come back and rewatch it. When you decide to make your own Yanky twist, you can come back. If there's something you didn't understand, you can come back and watch it. So yeah. And one thing about SpringTwist hair, it's always going to bounce back. It's actually really neat, by the way. I can't wait to crochet the hair on my hair. Yes, and I will do a video on that. So subscribe so that you don't miss a video. So I think I'm going to log off now. I've been on live since 7:15 a.m. It's now 9. Maybe now I can go get coffee and my brain can stop glitching. So thanks a lot for keeping me company. I will definitely be doing more lives every day, around this time, maybe earlier, 2 hours earlier from now. And yeah, thanks a lot. And do subscribe if you would like to rewatch this live. Have a good day. Have a good night for those who it's night. Have a good morning, and enjoy the rest of your week. It's weekend, actually tomorrow is Friday, so have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you on my next live.